Hello everyone, and this is CoffeeAddict here, and we are back on playing Geneforge, the neutral run. Alright, so let us continue on our way, and we have just passed through quarantine. We are in the second area, and we are off to see what type of terrible dangers are in this island. Or get off of it, I guess. On this side of the quarantine hall, you can see another flock of orcs. This group, however, is not alone. It is watched over by a servile. Serviles are one of the greatest shaper creations. They are the most common and valued servants of your people. Intelligent, hardy, obedient, and featuring hands with opposable thumbs. They are also easily controlled. If there are any serviles here, this island must be nowhere as near as savage and uncontrolled as you had feared. Serviles are weak and easily cowed creatures, and if there were any real threat here, they would have quickly been wiped out. Your emergence from the hall is clearly the last thing the servile expected. He looks terrified at first, then curious. He leaves his flock behind to come and speak with you. He probably wants fresh orders. Alright, let's go give this guy some orders. Okay, I'm off-center. Temo! Alright, hi Temo. This servile moves very close to you and expects you carefully. It seems to be the same design of creation you are completely familiar. Same hunched posture, number of limbs, and so on. It looks very surprised to see you. However, it doesn't have the attitude of immediate obedience you have come to expect. It seems more curious than anything. After a few awkward seconds of staring, it speaks. I don't think I'm mad. It's a shaper. A shaper has come at last. Oh, it's been years since anyone has come through that door. A shaper has come. This is so wonderful. Oh, but where are my manners? I am Temo. I am a shepherd. I graze my orcs here because nobody comes here. Oh, I must go to Valkyrie. I must tell the people that a shaper has come at last. Tell me about Valkyrie. It is our humble village. He points to the east. It is that way. Not far, not far. I should tell him a shaper has come at last. It is humble, small, but with no shapers around, we did the best we could. I have been stranded on this island. How can I get off of it? He looks worried. He clearly has no idea. I am a humble villager. I do not know how to leave. But in Verki, there are old and wise people. They can help you. That is odd. Temo is referring to his fellow serviles people. Creations are called creations, not people. There are no other shapers here? Temo looks even more nervous now. I do not... No. You are the only one. You are the shaper. You have returned, and we can serve. He seems somewhat reticent about saying that last word. Though you may not be a shaper, a guardian or agent, all three sexes are generally referred to by the outside world as shapers. So I'm still a shaper, even though I'm not technically a shaper. So we get our first decision. How are we going to treat Temo? Are we going to be like, yeah, you better serve me, bitch, or I do not require your total obedience, I only need to leave this island. Well, since we're doing the neutral run, we're going to be not the asshole yet. Temo looks incredibly relieved. Of course, we serviles will be glad to help you in any way we can. It is our way. We thank you, Mighty Shaper, for your kindness. Alright. There are no other shapers here. Do you know why this island was abandoned? I have no idea. You should go to Varki. There are many people wiser than me. I should go there now. They should know that there is a shaper among us. Alright. Alright, that's all there is to his conversation. That's all for now. Thanks. And off goes Temo, and he'll head off soon enough. So, exploring this entire area, there's nowhere else to go. Let us go. To go to Verki. Verkery. I think that's how you pronounce it, actually. Alright, let's do this. You meet, for the first time, a colony of serviles on Suka Island. There is a good deal of astonishment on both sides. The creatures seem to have done well on their own, much better than what you suspected. They have moved into the Shaper's ruins and made them their own. They have crops, shops, and guard patrols. The serviles, in turn, are speechless. They have clearly been without Shaper influence for many years, and they have no idea how to react. They looked overjoyed, relieved, and terrified at the same time. Most of all, though, they look expectant. They watch you carefully, gauging your every move, wondering how you are going to treat them. The power of the Shapers has always completely overwhelmed that of their creations. You, however, don't have full power of the Shapers. You are weak, tired, untrained, and alone. Fortunately, they don't seem to know that. And this is why I love this game, because it came out right after like that RPG phase where there was only text, and it really lives up with the story. The story's amazing. Alright, Servile. This Servile seems to be working hard to grow small green vegetables. She seems to be doing very well considering her lack of supervision. Really stupid thing to say. She bows. Welcome to my humble plot of land, Shaper. What are you raising? Just simple villages. Vegetables. They aren't a creation, just ordinary food. You look closer and see that she is correct. I am looking for information. Is there anyone here who can help me? You should not talk to Learn Pincer. She points to the northwest. She lives in the building back there in the woods. Never mind. You can return to your work. Thank you. You're very kind. Alright, and that's just another farmer. Let's go talk to the guard. No, guard. Let me talk to the guard. Alright, there we go. Guard Servile. You meet one of Varkey's guards. He is Servile wielding an old, dented, but very sharp sword. The guard bows. He seems slightly nervous about your intentions. Greeting, Shaper. How may I assist you? What are you guarding against? Rogue creations are common in the woods north and east of here. We never know when some of them will summon the Varkey and need to be dealt with. Where can I find aid and information? You should talk to Leader Kobar. He's in the feasting hall in the southwest corner of town. I don't need any more assistance. Guard bows once again and continues on his rounds. Alright. So, let us go in here and go see everything. I think, yeah, you can talk to her. Senka, the servile woman looks up at you with interest. There is not so much of the usual awe and fear in her eyes. She looks at you as if you were just another servile. It is very strange. She says, I'm Senka, Senka of the Awakened. I welcome you to our humble home, Shaper. You serviles all live here? All of us in Varkey live in these old buildings. Many of us live in these barracks, and others, those of rank and stature, live in the private homes. I, however, choose to live here. I like to be close to my fellow serviles. You serviles speak very well. Who taught you to speak like that? She looks slightly offended by the question. Who taught us? We did. After the Shapers left our isle, we knew how they spoke, and we started to speak that way ourselves. We know that the Shapers think very little of us, and that is why I became one of the Awakened. Some of us, though, do not speak as well and do not have such aspirations. Who does not speak well? Do not give too much weight to what Galactic says or how he speaks. He is one of us, but he's foolish and speaks foolishness. Do not judge me worse because of him. I don't think she likes him. Alright, and you said you were of the Awakened. Tell me more? Ugh. We are a sect of serviles led by the mighty Halahar, who believes that we serviles must stand up for ourselves, be proud, claim our intelligence and our birthright, and look to you Shapers as our equals. We know that many of you Shapers will not approve of this. We will take the consequences for this. If you would like to learn more, you should speak to Alahar. Tell me about Alahar. He is the founder of the Awakened. He is our creator. He is old now, and he was the first one to stand up and tell us that we should look out for ourselves. He said that you Shapers have abandoned us, and that made us free. You should speak with him. He lives to the east in the fortress past Watch Hill. What's your job in Valkyrie? Alahar asked me to stay here and look after the serviles here, to guide them. They are of the Awakened, but sometimes they return to their weak, old, Shaper-worshipping ways. Usually it is simple, but sometimes there are difficulties. Are you having difficulties now? I suspect there is a Taker spy in the village. The Takers are a dangerous rogue sect to the east determined to foment a rebellion against the Shapers. An ugly, pointless war. Sometimes they attempt to stir up trouble here. If you found the spy and brought him to my attention, the Awakened would thank you. That's all for now. Thanks. Alright, I don't Yeah, that's just... They're stock characters, you can tell, because they don't get special names. Ernery. I love this character. She's amazing. Ernery wears the traditional long robes of the serviles, modeled after the Shaper robes. However, her robes are covered with food stains of varying ages. She's bustling around her kitchen, preparing all manner of foodstuffs to feed the serviles of this hall. As she moves, she says, "I am entering. Welcome to my kitchen. You look hungry." "I am hungry. Could I get some food?" Surprisingly, Ernie is just giving you food. The serviles here believe in fair trade for all goods, even with the Shapers. Expensive. No, thank you. You conclude your business. What do you serviles eat? What does anyone eat? Mostly vegetables grown here and foraged, some bread, and some meat from the orcs we raise, and all of it raised or found by us, with no Shaper help. Sorry, didn't mean to give you the awakened lection there, she laughs. Looks like you're hard at work. Oh yes, I don't cook for all the serviles, but I cook for all who haven't been mated, and that is enough to keep my days very busy. It would be much easier if my best kitchen knife hadn't been stolen. It was true steel, hardened by magic, a true Shaper artifact. I would pay well to have it back, but oh well, a Bridgen probably took it. That's all for now, thanks. And, there's a little girl over here somewhere that took it by accident, and if I can get my speaking level high enough, I can actually just kind of like say, "Oh, I know you have it," and then she kind of gets scared and just drops it. It's wonderful. Leader Kobar. Unlike the others, the servile does not fear you, or if he does not show it. He is clearly sizing you up, trying to figure out whether you are a help or threat to the serviles under his care. He bows to you, a very short, sharp motion, all the time keeping his eyes on you. Finally, he says, "Welcome to our home. I am Leader Kobar, proud awakened and chosen leader of the tribe of Arcari. It is a pleasure to have the Shaper among us again at last." You could not fail to notice the way Kobar emphasized the word leader, or the lack of enthusiasm he put into saying the last sentence. "Tell me more of your village. Let's be nice." After the Shapers abandoned us, we serviles struggled for survival. Most of us were unable to live without your guidance. Some of us were selected by cruel nature to be allowed to survive. We have forged 3 villages that I know of. What are the other 2 villages you know of? To the east there is Pental. They are a feckless servile lot. You will like them. Past Pental is Krags. You may wish to avoid them. They are very material and have very little love for Shapers. They hate you, and even more, they are terrified of you. A volatile combination. You don't know of all the settlements on this island? To the north is the harsh wasteland, full of rogue clawbugs and velish. There we do not go. To the northeast are mountains, well protected by Shaper creations and traps. Beyond we cannot go. In those places you might find anything. I have another question. Kobar continues to watch you carefully, attempting to divine from small motions and expressions your true intentions. It would be a pleasure to speak with you further, Shaper. I never read that. That's actually really interesting. Alright, you said that you are awakened. Tell me more about that. All of us serviles have developed our own ways and beliefs to deal with the Shapers abandoning us. There are 3 sects, the Awakened, the Obeyers, and the Takers. And each playthrough we will align ourselves with someone different. This time we are going with the Awakened, next probably the Awakers, and finally the Takers, where we just become an evil person. Alright, tell me about the Awakened. All in this village are the Awakened sect. We have been awakened from the dark sleep of Shaper mastery. Our eyes are open. We wish to deal with the Shapers as equal, with friendship and gratitude, but we will not be slaves to you any longer. Be wary, if you anger the Awakened, this town will no longer be open to you. I am very amused by your aspirations, but I doubt we Shapers will be supportive. It sounds like a strange, new belief, but I hear some wisdom in it. I'm fine with it. He looks, despite himself, relieved. I'm glad to hear it. We had expected instant opposition from your kind. But if we can convince you, there may be some hope for peace. I have another question. I said awakened. Tell me about the Obeyers. They are the ones who wish to follow. They are the ones who worship your kind as gods. You will find them to the east, as obedient and pillant as you could possibly wish. We are not fond of them. Tell me of the Takers. They are the mad ones, the takers of free. They have been warped by the cruelty of their time here. They were made by the Shapers, and now they wish to overthrow them. They wish to separate from the Shapers completely, and if the Shapers attempt to deal with them, they wish for combat. They are mad. We have no worship for the Shapers, but we do not hate them either. We wish to be equal, that is all. And we already... I have another question. I wish to learn more of this island. When and why was it abandoned? I wish to deal with the now and future. I leave it to others to worry about the past. You should deal with Learn Pincer. He points to the northwest. She loves your kind more than is safe. She will gladly share all of her limited knowledge with you. Okay. What dangers do you face in your village? Hunger, cold, road creations, all the many perils you Shapers abandoned us to. He pauses for a moment, thinking. Then he says, but you know what, something? We Serviles are not as foolish as you think. We can plan, and we can trade. I can't help but notice you are lacking supplies. If you could use some of your awesome Shaper power to aid us instead of crush us, I could provide you with some useful goods. A fair trade. Does that appeal to you? I'll trade with you. What do you want? No. The main road to the west passes south of Watch Hill. It is the road to the fortress of Elahar, leader of the Awakened. And recently, almost overnight, the area has been infested with rogues. We suspect something or someone is creating them. There are too many there to be accounted by random migration. Go there and remove the source, and we will pay you. I have another question. I wish to leave this island. I require a boat. I didn't press the right button. My bad. That's 5. I would like to help you, Shaper, but we are trading people, and we require your help as well. There are ways you can assist us. Sometime you should speak with me with the dangers we face. So, basically, he's like, well, I'm not going to tell you anything until you help me. I was stranded here because of a large ship destroyed my craft. Who might do such a thing? I do not know. I can't believe anyone would attack a Shaper in such an open and foolish way. Only a mad one would attract the wrath of the Shapers. In this, I wish I could help you. Such provocations cannot be good for anyone. Not even the wild Serviles of Kaz would do such a thing, I suspect. I do not think you will find the answer to that question here. Alright, and that is all we can get from Leader Kobar. He's a pretty badass. And here is their top guard, and she's awesome. Brovis Blade. This Servile is as muscular as a Thalid. Basically, that's like a Bigfoot creature, and that's terrifying. She's a massive creature, and all the more remarkable when you consider that Serviles were not made for defensive strength. She notices how surprised you are by her physique. I am Brodus. I am the Verki Blade. I defend the Serviles from all threats. She puts an extra emphasis on the all. If you mean to us peace, I welcome you on behalf of myself and the Awakened. You are a Blade? What does that mean? It means I defend the Serviles here from all threats. I am the leader of the guard, and first to fight. And with all the threats we have faced recently, I'm kept very busy. What sort of threats do you face? There are the rogue creations. They are all around. They appeared recently, mysteriously, and they plague us. Leader Kobar can tell you more about them, if you are interested. There are also the bandits. They're an extra weight and a load too heavy to bear. I can help you with your struggles. We hope that when you Shapers return, you could help us, but we do not think your kind will make us. Do not think your help will make us willingly return to your servitude. There is a tribe of rogue Servile bandits to the north. They are strong fighters and cunning. They raid us and take our food and weapons and wealth. They do not kill, but they take our food. This we do not need. End their raids. If you have to kill them all to do it, so much the better. I can't spare the casualties, but you have the powers of a Shaper. You should be able to destroy them with no difficulties. Right. I have another question. Alright. You defend against all threats? Even me? I do not believe you wish us to threaten us. I am not some taker to believe the Shapers were always evil. But be warned, if you threaten us, your power will not dissuade us from acting against you. You said you are awakened? Tell me about that. I should not. I believe with all my heart, but that doesn't mean I'm a good teacher of it. She thinks. Talk to Senka. She is the best among us at explaining the path. Alright, so lots of quests, as you can see down here. Alright, let's head off, and I want to see if I can convince that little girl to give me the knife, because I know she has the knife. Here she is. Let's There's a small servile girl here, standing in the middle of what looks like a meeting place for the serviles. She has a stick in her hand, and she is watching a few fat orcs. She looks curiously at as you approach. She doesn't seem to have any idea of who or what you are. She says, "Hello, stranger. I am Let's. Are you watching these orcs?" "Yes, they keep me back here so I don't play too close to where the monsters are. They make me watch the orcs so I don't get bored." "Aren't the orcs dangerous?" She whacks one with her stick. It makes an annoyed mooing noise and shuffles away. "Not to me." I have another question. Let's neglect her orc watching duties, concentrating instead of at staring at you. "Do you know what I am?" She frowns. I do not know, but I haven't had much learning yet. I'm sorry." I am a shaper. My people made your people." This is very confusing to her. She clearly doesn't understand what you mean, but she wants to be polite. "Oh, that was very nice of you." "I'm a shaper. We shapers see and know everything." She suddenly looks extremely nervous. That's really, interesting. Something is clearly worrying her. "I'm looking for a stolen knife. Do you have it?" She thinks, "I do not know. You can see everything, though, so you should know. You will have to look. I have to look after my orcs. Sorry." She walks away quickly. You suspect that she has the knife. If only your verbal skills were better, you would be able to convince her to give it to you. The conversation ends. Alright, so I wasn't good enough talking to the girl. Unfortunately, my girl skills are no better in game than in real life. Don't know how to have a girlfriend. So let's continue walking around. That's a little guard post, right? Yeah. Oh dear God. My feet hurt. I love their little comments. Let's see. Let's go up here, because this looks more like the town. Glad they're not trying to just randomly kill my creation. That's very nice. Okay. Strout. Strout is wonderful. There is a very quiet and nervous Serva lurking back here in this house. She looks quite terrified of you. Well, no shit, I kinda just walked into her house. Then again, she doesn't have a door. I don't know. She says in a quavering voice, "Hello, I'm Strout." "What do you do in this village?" "I raise orcs." "Why are you so nervous?" You are a shaper. We are all afraid. We are afraid of how you will control us. Somehow, some show it less, but we are all afraid." She closes her mouth tightly. She didn't mean to say that much. We will need to control you. You're serviles. You are made to obey." "I don't want to control you. You don't have to worry about that." And that's basically the mentality I would assume for a guardian, because they can only make one. They are just made for fighting. Same with agents. Their shaping skills are actually very weak. The shaper is basically the ones like, I can make you serve me. That's gonna be the guy that I'm just like, oh, everyone should obey me. I'm gonna have a huge ass ego in that one. But this one, I'm a little bit more humble. So I don't want to control you. You don't have to worry about that. We are glad to hear it, but we will believe it when we see it. That is all for now. Thanks. And I could steal, but then you get into trouble. I have learned that far too many times. Not fun. I know there hasn't been much action right now, because we're just in there's a lot of dialogue right now. But dialogue in a story is very important. Alright, we're going to complete a quest though, because back here, what do we have here? Nab. You meet a short, pale servile. He's clean and quiet, but he doesn't look like he's been out on this building for some time. He says, "Welcome, Shaper. I am Nab. I've been waiting for you to come see me." "What are you doing back here?" "I've been waiting for you to come back here and see me. I'm giving much and risking much to speak with you and say what I have to say. I act without instruction on my sect because I believe it is worth the risk. I am one of the takers. I'm a spy here, from the village of Kask. I come to see what the Wakers are doing. I tell you this because we wish your alliance. Now, I only wait to see what you will do. I will risk my life to remain here and see if you can help the takers. Do not listen to the lies of the awakened and the obeyers. Do not throw in your lot with them until you have been to Kask and seen the truth." "Tell me about the takers." The wicked here are on the right track, but we feel that there's no hope of true freedom and happiness for the servile race until we totally shed the influence of your kind. We will accept the support of your kind, though one day we must leave you behind. We hope you will help us. With you and our other allies, we may break free of the Shaper first. Fist, we will do anything to bring this about. Who are your other allies? I am forbidden to say. I can't say anything about it. If I do, I will be punished harshly. Suffice it to say, there are more powerful forces on this isle, and we are linked with them. Forces that may make even the Shapers tremble. Join us, help us, and you may share in those powers too. I have another question. Nab is still hiding back here. I'm glad you want to speak with me, Shaper. I still wish your help. What sort of help do you want? East of here, you can find the leader of the Awakened. His name is Alahar. He is powerful and smart, and with his leadership, the Awakened may control all of Suka. He's also well protected. But you are a Shaper. If you kill him, you will have the true gratitude of the Takers. If you do, we will see to it that you can draw from the true power we have uncovered. Whatever happens to me, this offer will still be open. What will happen when Alahar is slain? I would not return here. The wrath of the Serviles here would be considerable. Instead, go east to Kazk. There we will welcome you, and we will help you contact our allies, the ones with the incredible power. That's all from me. Thanks. I'm gonna see if I can take it. Oh, that'd be nice. Alright, he has some stuff, but I'm not gonna steal because I don't want to do anything. Alright, so remember how she said she was looking for a spy? We're gonna head back here and everything. That was a lot of talking for this episode, and we still haven't even explored a lot of the town. As you can see, we still have lots to look at. But that is fine. We are going to continue on. We're going to get some experience. Can I actually... I don't think I can... No, I can't evolve him because I don't have anything. So let's continue over here. After we turn this guy in for his evil deeds, I will most likely, okay. I found the spy here. It is Nob. I knew it, and no doubt he has fled town by now. Thank you for letting me know. Alahar will appreciate your aid. She reaches up and places a hand on your shoulder. In the name of the Awakened, I thank you. We will remember this. Alright. Oh, I leveled up. Awesome. Alright, so I got 6 skill points. Alright, let's make that 4, get that up, and that. Ooh, I still have 2 points left. Let us make our melee better. Alright, so our leadership is better. Let us go try to talk to the girl one last time before we end the episode. Because I really want to get this knife because it's really nice to get some good experience and stuff. Oh, I also got more, I got more essence, so I can upgrade my creature, I think. Litz. Do you know what I am? We sheep see. Okay, here we are. So here we have the second option. I'm looking for a stolen knife, but I don't think it was stolen. I think it was just lost, and I'll find it on the ground any minute now. Look away. You turn around and pretend to look at something. You turn back, and sure enough, there's a sharp steel knife on the ground. Litz continues to tend to her orcs as if nothing happened. The conversation ends. Alright, and we will end it there. I will see you all next time. Oh, I actually need to pick up the knife. So let's actually pick up the knife. I will see you all next time, and subscribe for more. That was actually cheesy. I'm not gonna